If you're in the t-shirt business, you probably already know how easy it is to completely mess up a design and not even know what's wrong with it. Even the teeniest little mistake can ruin a t-shirt, which is why it's so important for you to identify and avoid any possible mistakes. I'm Grace from PrintBest, and in this video, we'll be going through some of the worst t-shirt design mistakes that are still all too common. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Share this video with your friends to help them out as well. And make sure you stick around for the full video because trust me, you don't want to make any of these mistakes. Now, let's start with the first big mistake to avoid: using the wrong color combinations. Choosing the wrong color combinations is one of the most glaring mistakes that you could possibly make when designing a t-shirt. It's important to understand that not all colors go well together. Most t-shirts tend to have 2 or more colors. Certain shades of a color can also look better with another rather than just basic versions of each color. When picking 2 or more colors, there should generally be some contrast, such as black and white, red and blue, or pink or white. If you want to get to the bottom of what color combination works best for you, you should probably use something like PrintBest t-shirt mockup tool. There you can visualize your design, see how it would actually look on models, and experiment with all sorts of different colors. It's free, so you should definitely take a look. Another mistake to avoid is using overly complex designs. If there's way too much going on with your t-shirt, it can often distract from the design itself. Generally, designs that are simpler tend to sell better than complicated designs. It doesn't mean that you can't add any layer of complexity to your design. You certainly can, but you should always remember to not go overboard with how complex it is. If you simply try to cram as many different designs and elements into your t-shirt as possible, it's just gonna look messy. A good t-shirt design is something that you can always remember or picture in your head. When a t-shirt has too much going on with it, you probably can't picture it in your head at all. That's why it's okay to let go of the teeny little details and focus on the main attraction. Another thing that many people get wrong is placement. There are a lot of different ways that you can place a design or a logo on a t-shirt, but it's important that it at least makes sense. You don't ever want to get the placement wrong. For example, some designers make the mistake of adding important details to the sides of a t-shirt, which would generally be covered by your arms. On top of that, certain placement decisions can also look super awkward, such as when the design is simply too big, too small, or just off center. Generally, most logos and designs are placed on the center chest, left chest, full front, or oversized front area. You can place logos or designs in other areas as well, but you should definitely create a mock-up first just to see how they look on a shirt. Another mistake that's super easy to make is using poor quality images. Whether you create a design entirely yourself on Photoshop or any other platform, or if you use a design tool you found online, it's important to note that what you see on your computer screen isn't going to look exactly the same on a t-shirt. One of the main reasons for that is poor image quality. If an image is too small and you enlarge it for a t-shirt, the end result is going to be something pixelated and not aesthetically pleasing at all. Your design should always have a high image resolution if you want it to look good on a t-shirt. If you're using a print-on-demand service like PrintBest, we recommend you use an image resolution of at least 300 dots per inch. Slightly lower resolutions are fine, but we don't recommend anything lower than 150 dpi. Now, here's a mistake that can get you into trouble: using copyrighted designs. I know how tempting it can be to find a really good design or a logo online and you want to slap it on your own t-shirt, but you should definitely avoid doing that. Certain designs are protected by copyright law, and if you use someone else's copyrighted material on your own t-shirt, you could get into some legal trouble. In most cases, you'd have to take down the t-shirt from your store, but in some cases, you might even have to pay a fine or reach a settlement. Overall, it's a headache that you just want to avoid. Despite that, there are a lot of non-copyrighted designs that you can easily use on your t-shirts. If you simply search Google for non-copyrighted designs, it'll show you thousands of potential designs, so make sure that you use those instead of something that's protected. We also have articles on the PrintBest blog on how to avoid copyright infringement and where to get free designs for your t-shirts. Another thing that you should avoid is unsuitable fonts. A lot of t-shirt designs tend to incorporate some sort of text in them, and if you know what you're doing, it can look great. However, it's important that you stay away from fonts that don't work with your design. For example, you don't want to use something like Comic Sans on your t-shirt unless you're doing it as a joke or a meme. Using something like Arial or Times New Roman is also going to be pretty boring, but those can still work in certain cases. There's a wide range of royalty-free fonts that you can download online that can look fantastic on t-shirts. Some of our favorites are Montserrat, Graduate, Shrikhand, and Sue Ellen Francisco. These are just some of the many fonts that you can use, so just make sure they look good, professional, and most importantly, that they go well with your design. And finally, beware of non-transparent backgrounds in your designs. Most image files come in the form of a square or a rectangle, not necessarily in the shape of the actual design itself. If you just try to print any kind of image onto your t-shirt, even if it has a white background, you might end up printing the entire square onto your shirt, which might not be what you're going for. The color of the background is going to show up on the t-shirt. The way that you can avoid this is by using transparent backgrounds in images that are saved as PNG files. You can specifically look for transparent designs online, or you can edit the background out yourself using a photo editing software like Photoshop or GIMP. Once your design has a transparent background, it's ready to be printed. You can print any design on any t-shirt using Print Best, place it on your online store without having to make any orders, and as soon as an order is placed for that shirt, we'll be notified and have it printed and shipped straight to your customer in as fast as 2 days. Now, if you're ready to start designing your own t-shirts without these mistakes, make sure you check out printbest.com. What's your personal pet peeve when it comes to a t-shirt design? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.